What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this room, we're going to be unboxing and setting up the Spirit Halloween 2022 or 23 Death Stalker animatronic. I forget what year he's from. This guy retails for $279.99 and is still on the website if you want to buy him, like I did, for Employee Appreciation Day, because 40%, and yeah, so that made the 280 less than 280. I'm not really doing that math right now. Let's start off with a good story reading, though, shall we? The Death Stalker is scratching at your window. He is growling beneath the floorboards and is the thing hiding under your bed. The Death Stalker is the shadow hiding behind the abandoned doll factory. He is clawing his way up the basement stairs, scuttling around in the attic, and breathing down the back of your neck while you wait alone, late at night at the bus stop. But most of all, the Death Stalker is hungry. He is ravenous, starving and salivating over your bones. The Death Stalker smells your fear and turns them into living nightmares before he devours what's left of your mind as a midnight snack. Yum. That actually might be my favorite spirit story. I'm not gonna lie, that one's pretty good right there. Fun fact, or fun story that happened as I was getting this guy ready for this. Well, not ready for this. I was doing this earlier before I unboxed him. Pete back there. I don't know if you can see him because I had to. You can't see him. So I, had the outer box. So I had opened the outer box and flipped it so I could take this one out, as people do, and this one just opened. So, yeah, his parts didn't really scatter too much, thankfully, but he did open. So, yeah, might not be exactly as you would see if you were to get him yourself. First piece I'm seeing. Wow, that is big. That is a big piece right there. I'm assuming that's his back form. I don't know. I'm seeing another one though. Okay, I can't grab it. Clothing that is heavy. So I'm guessing that there's a lot to. Is that sandbags? Part Q. Remember that, guys. Part Q. That's everything. Not exactly what I was trying to do, but that is in fact everything. So, yeah. Here's his base. Oh, he's got those like support things. That's cool. Wow, that is a big base for sure. Also with the poles, the leg poles or something. I don't know. I see B. I see two C's. I see another B. I think so. Kind of as expected. I see his head as well, and I'm excited to see this because yeah, he's got two connectors. Oh my goodness gracious, that is big. Oh my, that actually might be my favorite animatronic face that I own. That is, oh my god. That detailing is insane. He's a little deformed there on the inside. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little like squished, but uh, yeah. Oh wait, I think I fixed it. There you go. Yeah, it's a little bit better. But oh my goodness, that's horrifying. And again, you can see my hand. Like this thing is big, and I have relatively large hands. I don't have like Hulk hands or anything, but and you can see how big that bag is on the box. I don't know. Yeah, you can. Oh my goodness. Uh, shoulders? I don't know what I'm looking at actually. Maybe he got boobs or something. I don't know. Adapter for fog. I can't connect them to fog because I don't do that indoors, and especially not on carpet. That's a really bad idea. Here are his arms, which are also quite large. Yeah, this guy is big. He's got big scaling. Oh, here's his hands. Can I have that one, please? Thank you. Oh wow. Oh my god. That is also big. I am glad I got this guy already, and I haven't even started his setup. These are some proportions for sure. I love the big proportion props, just because they're a lot more, terrifying to look at. So here's this hip loop, which is also big. There it is on my head. um, here's the mech and stuff. He's got. Oh no, I'm holding it upside down. I'm stupid, but that shoulder frame bar. What the hell? Thing's like 2 feet, 3 feet wide. Yeah, okay, whatever. Anything else? Another fog piece, which I won't be needing the fog pieces, so I can just throw them both back in the box to save myself the effort. Part J, the adapter. Gotta crawl in here for the instructions, pretty much. You see what part Q is? Can I see it? Yeah, sandbags. That's interesting. A non-jump scare, non-jump scare prop that comes with sandbags. I didn't really expect that. So yeah, that's a lot of parts. I'm gonna get everything organized as per usual, and back for the exciting setup of this guy. One other thing I'm mildly concerned about is he's marked as 7'3", and I sincerely hope he'll fit down here because these ceilings are around. They're a little over 7. Who's the tallest prop I had down here? Baphomet did fit, so by that logic, this guy should also fit. First step, anyway, is attaching the 2 part B poles, and other than reading, the way you can tell these are part B is these things that stick out. Because you got those things on the bottom of the base that come up and connect into this for some additional support, which is always nice. I will always appreciate additional support on my props, unless it's in the form of wing nuts. This guy already doesn't feel like he's going to be as tall as I imagined. Well, no, we'll see. Okay, yeah, that really went from 0 to 100 real quick. I'm short. Don't know why, but that was an insane struggle to get both sides to line up. But they're on now, so. Next step is what I'm concerned about. You're supposed to attach the hip hoop. I appear to have a problem, though. Maybe, actually. Hold on, I might not. It might just be the way that it is. So there's a small and a big hole. And the big hole works perfectly. For some reason, the small hole, instead of making a smaller hole, they squished the big hole. That's so stupid. Whatever. I thought it was squished and that it wasn't supposed to be like that, but it. You see, it's on. So, that doesn't make any sense. This side is not in all the way. Also, next up's the shoulders, which are in fact these pieces. They are not boobs. Although to be fair, if they were and they were that far apart, I'd be scared. Honestly, I'd be more scared of them than I already am. I guess I'm just not allowed to have a normal step. There was, in those little prongs on the top where you're supposed to connect the shoulders, and I had a little piece of like plastic or something that was stuck in them, but I could get it out with some pliers, so wasn't a huge deal, but just a little bit annoying. Next up, you're sliding the big piece, which is this one, onto the shoulders where the pieces go, which is way up there. Oh my god. Am I gonna have more plastic? It looks like it might. Nope. And that should be his max height. I'm so short. Okay. So next up is the clothes. And so I'm not gonna have fun with this, I would imagine. But there's 2 holes. Well, there's more than 2, but 2 is the base number that we're going for here. There's the bottom, which is not one of the ones I was mentioning, but I mean, that's kind of important. The 2 that I'm mentioning is on the front and back, there's a small one and a large one. The large one is going to be for his giant freaking head. So, we also are going to have arms somewhere. Those kind of exist. So, if I can make sense between the 7 layers of creepy cloth, I'll be able to get somewhere. And you can see, I think I have it here, actually. Maybe? No, that's the bottom. Alright, so that was confusing. Animatronic clothing is always the worst. Basically, to give you a kind of understanding of what needs to be where, this part here will have the tag on the inside, and it's almost like this extra flap that sticks out. And that needs to be the front hole, and then you'll have like a smaller hole that'll end up being almost directly behind it on the other side. Obviously, arms will be near the armholes. Maybe, hopefully, I should have an arm over there. I think I do. I can't see it. Oh yeah, it's just like up here. That's my problem. So yeah, you'll probably end up having the same issue that I have here, where the creepy cloth is just bunching up and tangling. I would honestly recommend untangling that as quickly as you can, just because that makes everything a little bit better. Preferably a little bit after, not like immediately, because if you do it immediately, it's just gonna retangle on you and make things a little bit more confusing. The next step is gonna be the head. So he's got two prongs in here inside of this hole, and the head will slide into this. A little bit awkward for sure, but you see that is what you have, and then you can actually just like pull this fabric out a little bit to be that hood. He doesn't seem to have any Velcro around, which is definitely marginally annoying, but got that that hole back here, and you can see there's two wires to his head, and then there will be two wires in the control box, and that I think is the only connection you'll ever have to connect ever in your life.
So at this point in the video, my mic decided to die, apparently. I didn't even notice until editing now, so that's always exciting. Just to briefly go over, because there's not much left, you just will pop the arms on, and then the hands on that. I don't remember which hand is which side. I want to say it's N is going to be the first one that I put on, but I don't remember exactly. And, yeah, I do apologize for the mic issues, but I'll just throw the short demo into this video as well, since, you can't hear his audio in the actual thing, and then I'll just go over a few things at the end that I was talking about anyway, and yeah. I do apologize for that being vertical rather than, the ratio the rest of this video was, but again, I just didn't have time to record another demo, and I was one for shorts, so. Anyway, I do really like this guy, definitely one of my favorite props I've purchased in a while. Only thing is his hands are a little heavy for his arms. I do have concerns about that. Some of his build isn't made amazingly, but I think he's a great prop, and I frankly feel like he should have been in store. What I'm mentioning here is that the mouth itself is latex, but the actual head mold is plastic, which was kind of weird when I picked him up. I didn't expect that, but yeah, definitely a good prop. I would recommend purchasing him if you are able, because just looking at some of the detailing on his hands and things, as I'm talking to the void, apparently. Anyway, that's where I'm going to end this video. Thank you guys who watched this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, and again, I do apologize for the technical issues. I wish my mic would have, beeped or something before it died instead of just perishing, but, it is what it is. Anyway, with that being said, there you see is like an inch off that ceiling. Have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.